HOA Karen's obsession with my ranch showed no signs of slowing. Her next move was audacious even by her standards. She tried to sneak onto my property at 5 a.m., thinking the early hour would give her cover and a chance to assert control. What she didn't realize was that the ranch had been prepared for exactly this scenario, with motion-triggered booby traps designed to protect both the property and anyone legally on it. Started before dawn. I was alerted by the ranch's security system, which immediately flagged unusual movement near the eastern gate. Infrared sensors and cameras captured someone moving stealthily across the property line. By the time the first rays of light touched the fields, I had already mobilized a remote security alert, triggering defensive mechanisms designed to deter intruders. Karen, unaware of the traps, moved confidently toward the main house, trying to bypass fences and sensors. As she stepped onto a hidden pressure plate near the garden, a series of alarms sounded, lights flashed, and harmless but startling deterrents, such as nets and non-lethal spikes, activated, stopping her dead in her tracks. Security cameras recorded every reaction, capturing her surprise and panic. By mid-morning, I arrived on site, calm but authoritative. "Karen, nice of you to visit so early. Unfortunately, you've triggered the ranch's security system. This is private property, and your repeated attempts to trespass are illegal and documented." She tried to argue, waving her HOA paperwork. "I have rights. I need to," I interrupted firmly. "No, Karen, you have no rights here. This property is mine. You've trespassed multiple times, and all your actions are recorded for potential legal consequences. Continuing this behavior will result in criminal charges." By noon, Karen and her small entourage had been safely escorted off the property. The booby traps had successfully prevented any further advance, leaving the ranch fully secure. Meanwhile, all footage of her incursion had been logged, time-stamped, and backed up, creating an airtight record of her repeated harassment and illegal attempts to enter. Neighbors, who had quietly watched from a distance, whispered about Karen's audacity and the fact that her early morning attempt had been foiled without confrontation. She had underestimated both the preparation and the security measures in place, learning once again that her assumptions about control over my property were entirely false. By mid-afternoon, I reviewed the security systems and reinforced the eastern gate and other vulnerable points. Every motion sensor, camera, and trap had performed flawlessly, ensuring that any future attempts would be detected and stopped immediately. Karen's pattern of harassment was now fully documented and ready for legal proceedings if necessary. As the sun set over the ranch, casting long shadows across the fields, the lesson was unmistakable. Early hours, stealth, and audacity do not overcome preparation, legal authority, and comprehensive security measures. HOA Karen had once again learned, painfully and publicly, that on my land, entitlement, arrogance, and attempts to intimidate are met with consequences they are wholly unprepared for. By nightfall, the ranch was quiet. Cameras recorded the retreat of Karen and her entourage, the traps remained armed, and the property was secure. My family and assets were fully protected, and the message was clear. Any attempt to trespass, intimidate, or assert unauthorized control will fail when met with foresight, preparation, and legal authority. HOA Karen had learned the hard way yet again.